Hello, everyone. My name is Charlie Kinney. I'm your South Central Provincial Vice President. I want to welcome you all to the South Central Provincial and Regional Award presentation. This alumni chapter believes one of their main objectives is to assist the collegiate chapters to find both fraternal and individual successes. They have hosted a number of successful community, professional, and social events like Habitat for Humanity, Regional Conference, and more. Each school year, this chapter focuses on communicating with chapters to ensure they have presenters on various topics and share their events. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Alumni Chapter. This alumni chapter renewed its commitment to offer professional activities to both their alumni and their collegiate brothers. Their programming was effective and comprehensive, focusing on practical experience, business ethics, and integrity. Thanks to the virtual environment, this chapter networked within and outside the region with brothers to support their upcoming events and help the collegiate chapters as well. On behalf of the South Central Province, I would like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Alumni Chapter. This alumni chapter strived to find community service opportunities that would both be safe and impactful, as many brothers face unemployment, financial distress, and many other uncertain factors. This chapter is very dedicated to the Ron McDonald House charities and found ways to continue to support it in a virtual world. They organized backyard social distance gatherings, posted the Ron McDonald House wish list, supported the Habitat for Humanity, and so much more. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Alumni Chapter. This alumni chapter has renewed its commitment to their alumni and their collegiate brothers. With different mandates and restrictions, along with each of their members' level of comfortability, this chapter worked to find ways to engage their members safely and effectively. They remained active throughout the year, hosting a large number of social, community, and professional events, and were able to include both collegiate and alumni brothers, as well as their families. On behalf of the South Central Province, I would like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Alumni Chapter. This alumni chapter highly promotes the aims and ideals stated in the purpose of the fraternity through its actions and its activities. They strive to remain dedicated to many different community and professional activities, even through a pandemic. This chapter also managed to find ways to see each other through social events and spending quality time with each other. They attended and planned locations that allowed all ages to attend, supporting a family-friendly environment to attract even more attendance from brothers. Members of this chapter are often found helping brothers out, whether inside or even outside their region. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Kansas City Alumni Chapter. This chapter is recognized as the chapter with the highest percentage growth based on spring membership. They have been active for the fraternity's current and previous fiscal year, did not serve any terms of probation during the fiscal year, and maintained at least 20 members. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Ada Psi chapter at the University of Houston. This chapter is recognized as the chapter with the highest percentage of chapter members that attended a lead provincial conference. This chapter shows support and persistence in encouraging members to join national training sessions. This chapter has been active for the fraternity's current and previous fiscal years, received no term of probation during the fraternity's current fiscal year, and tracked their attendance to the central office registration list. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to Louisiana Tech University. This chapter advisor helped tremendously in creating a recruitment program that includes help from professor involvement and writing to potential and qualified pledges. Working with this brother is such a breeze due to their powerhouse of ideas and resources that they have in the area of professional development, networking, and presentation tips, as well as DEI education and the GMAT. During the most recent historical event, the ice storms that hit Texas, many brothers were left without electricity and trapped indoors for an extended amount of time with little food. This brother gave the chapter resources on warming locations around town and different ways to access food. This brother truly cares for the chapter and showcases their mentorship, friendship, and exhibits an excellent role model. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the chapter advisor of Epsilon Zeta, Dr. Niyati Kataria. This district director showed support and took great strides within every aspect of their chapter. This DD definitely has a positive impact on the chapter by helping them to accomplish a successful recruiting session that resulted in 12 new brothers in the fall of 2020 semester. That increased our chapter size by 200%. All done while the chapter was meeting remotely due to the COVID-19 pandemic. This DD was also instrumental in helping the chapter plan and host a regional conference this past spring. This DD will continue to do great things and will have substantial impact on the fraternity. On behalf of the South Central Province, I would like to say congratulations to Katie McGrath Whalen, the District Director of Iota Omicron. During this past year, this chapter implemented a new chapter-exclusive scholarship using the scholarship and award budget. The chapter allowed every brother to apply for a scholarship, with each applicant being gauged on financial needs, their relationship with the fraternity, their academic achievements, and other characteristics and qualities. The submissions were all anonymous and were ranked by 5 executive officers. Within the top submitter received a $200 scholarship and 2 runners-up received $100 scholarships each. They plan to expand their scholarship, putting the focus more on academic achievement and financial needs in the coming years. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Iota chapter at the University of Kansas. This chapter recognizes the importance of those who have shaped their chapter into what it is today and strives to engage their alumni events they host. COVID-19 changed the way they traditionally interact with their alumni, but their Vice President of Alumni Relations came up with a few virtual ideas. This chapter hosted a trivia night where alumni were invited to interact with the chapter members via Zoom to test their knowledge on a variety of topics. Brothers are often reminded of the importance of staying involved after graduation and supporting the fraternity through the Leadership Foundation. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Iota New chapter at Truman State University. This chapter, during the pandemic, was able to foster even more professional activities than anticipated and was able to better the collective professional knowledge of the chapter. They focus on events around personal development like public speaking, finding your voice for a professional setting, and hosted fireside chats where members were provided expert insights into best practices for individuals seeking employment opportunities. This chapter continues to grow and support each other every day. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Omicron Phi chapter at the University of Texas, San Antonio. This chapter made the decision to make community service a focus point. This past year, they came with many challenges. This chapter hosted over 10 different events to foster the community service within their chapter. From Operation Gratitude to blanket making for the Northeast Regional Medical Center, to making virtual Valentine's Day cards for kids at St. Jude's Hospital, to cleaning a 2.1 mile stretch of adopted highway are just a few events this past year. One of the bigger events the chapter hosted was a 5K to support the Cystic Fibrosis Foundation, with a total of 32 runners and $420 raised. This chapter was ambitious and took on a new community service event called Threads, which is a pop-up thrift store. They co-hosted this event with the International Justice Mission, and they helped raise $533. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Iota New chapter at Truman State University. This chapter began to think outside the box on what was possible this year. With lots of hard work and planning, brothers were able to receive Chapter of Excellence for the second time in their 99-year history. In addition, this chapter made huge leaps in fundraising efforts with their new corporate sponsorship plan. From hosting their first DEI event to organizing their budget to fit a $1,000 donation to the Leadership Foundation, to discovering and implementing virtual community service initiatives that included the Ronald McDonald House and more. In regards to fundraising, this chapter also created a virtual 5K initiative for brothers to raise money. Moving into their next school year, they are planning to continue to build on sponsorships, engagement, communication, and collaboration. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Idaho chapter at the University of Kansas. This chapter has worked tirelessly to enhance the member experience. This includes enhancing the brotherhood and expanding community service efforts while keeping brothers' safety a priority. With respect to the university, the executive committee strengthened ties with the School of Business to create an ever more positive reputation on campus for future Delta SIGs. Even in a year where this chapter lost its biggest source of income, they still managed to maintain strong financial performance and stability for chapter activities, community service, and programming by safeguarding financial independence. Brothers enjoyed attending 7 professional events and participated in 12 community service events despite the challenges of the pandemic. This chapter scholarship and awards programming, as well as their social activities, helped this chapter stay motivated in a year where most activities were in a virtual format. This chapter thrived to have at least one event each week, whether virtual or in person, in order to strengthen the bonds that brothers have been deprived of. On behalf of the South Central Province, I'd like to say congratulations to the Idaho New chapter at Truman State University. I want to thank you all for attending today, and I'm excited to see what you accomplished this year. I can't wait to celebrate your successes throughout the year.